They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons
Came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Stafford. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Stafford looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And Wilson with it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Stafford. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and goal from the 1. Throwing again at Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Kelly to try to punch it in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Joshua Kelly, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Steps away. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick rolling to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. John Hightower now from his end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught, it's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Wilson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Stafford on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, it's Stafford. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford. Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joshua Kelly, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Taylor.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Stafford's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Play action. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, Dobbins. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now it's Stafford. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Succop's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give to Taylor. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Fitzpatrick. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fitzpatrick on the move to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans.